Hello. Today we'll be talking about how mentality plays a considerable role in our lives. It affects our work ethic and what we seek pleasure in. Whether watching a movie or playing video games, mentality plays a large part in our daily lives. Let me preface with this. I am not a therapist nor a doctor. This information is my anecdotal experience, so everything I say may not apply to you. Today I'll be speaking about how it affects the latter, getting into details like tilt, or my teammates are the reason I'm losing. Mentality from its root definition is the one set of mind or outlook, and where to start to apply this is to a game I'm sure you've all played, Minecraft. Let's say you open up a new world, your mind starts racing, filling with all the possibilities of what you're gonna do. Then you fall down a great height and die. After only putting in 30 minutes of progress, the first thing you'll probably think about is whatever, I can get everything back in no time, which is a realistic reaction knowing that it won't matter since there's nothing that you've gained that took a lot of effort. But now let's say you're at the end of the game. You're about to beat the Ender Dragon and you have gear that's taken days or weeks or months to gather to prepare for this fight, and you miss the jump and fall into the end. What you probably feel after this is defeat, and you lose all drive to play the game, causing you to go on a 6-month hiatus just to come back again. That death put you in a negative mindset, not because you felt failure, but because all your effort came to waste. Now this is a single player perspective, but how is it different from a multiplayer perspective? Throughout this video, I'll be mostly speaking about Valorant and Overwatch due to the fact that those are the games I'm the best at and I have the most hours on. Though I wouldn't mind talking about other games, those are the most fresh to my mind. To give you a rank that you can get an idea of, I'm a peak Immortal 3 in Valorant, and I'm a current Plat 3 on DPS, and I'm a current Gold 3 on Tank in Overwatch. So I have an idea of the mental grind. Now, one of the core difference between these games is the length of investment time needed to climb within each rank. In Overwatch 2, you need an average of 7 games to rank up, each game taking an average of 10 to 15 minutes, so you'll usually rank up with an hour and 10 minutes to an hour and 45 minutes, which isn't a huge time sink, below the recommended gaming time of 2 hours. In Valorant, you need to play 5 to 6 games to rank up on average. Each game takes about 30 minutes to 45 minutes per game, so if you play 6 games in one sitting, it'll take you 3 to 4.5 hours to rank up, which is a huge time sink. How this time affects you is the amount of effort you have to put in, and how long until you de-rank. In Overwatch 2, you have to lose 20 games to rank down. For Valorant, you're on an RR scale out of 100, which means that one loss can cause you to go down in rating. In Overwatch 2, you have to work as a team to acquire an objective, with many possibilities of game modes. Now you have 3 roles: Tank, DPS, and Healer. Your performance is based upon one of these roles completing their task for the team to perform well. For simplicity, the tanks are meant to create space, the DPS take control of space, and the healers keep everyone alive. With those core ideas, if someone isn't doing their job efficiently while you're doing the best you can, you'll start to get frustrated, and while you're frustrated, your performance will start to dip. This is what we know as tilt. Being tilted in a game like Overwatch 2 is manageable since you know that if you lose, you can just start another game and try again, hoping you'll get a better team, but your team isn't the only issue. First, you have to cross out what you could have done. Communicate, play your role, take logical criticism, know your mistakes. Once you've done that, you can see where the blame can fall on your team. But before that, always hold yourself accountable, because your team can't make you better or worse. Now in Valorant, it's marginally easier to get tilted, especially since losing that game has a larger impact on your rank than Overwatch 2 does. What I mean is that if the performance of anyone lacks, you have to carry a lot more slack. So with that knowledge, it's harder to recover your rank in Valorant. You're going to become a lot more irritable about loss, which will cause you and your fellow teammates to disperse their anger upon the team or the enemy. Valorant is easier to get tilted on than Overwatch since you don't have respawn after dying, so you have a higher chance of getting frustrated since you don't get an immediate fix on your mistakes. Now, ignoring the fact that Sage exists, the ways to fix your mentality mid-game is not to mull over the mistakes you've made, but consider how to not repeat them. Maybe you have to change your playstyle, or maybe you have to think of the patterns your opponents have, if they have any. But remember to communicate, play your role, take logical criticism, and know your mistakes. Whatever you try to do, the best thing is to avoid toxicity, since that helps nobody. But whatever you try to do, just know that it's just a game and it's meant to be fun. So keep that in mind when you feel the blood vessels about to pop. Let me know if this video has helped, if there's anything else I should talk about. But that concludes the video, and thanks for watching, and goodbye.